We're back on the video. I'm with my Mother Herrera, DC. Now, let's talk, first of all, how did this whole mother thing happen? Like, how did you get the offer, or like, can we talk about the history behind it?
Well, when I was a 007, after I left House of Con.
Oh, why did you leave Con?
Okay, I left Con because at one point I had expressed interest in being mother for the DC chapter. At the time, Mark Mugler was father, and some people were for me being mother. Some people didn't think that I was ready. Some people thought I was too bangy because I did have a bad reputation for fighting.
So, you cheer it. You don't play.
I mean, I do. It's not something I'm proud of, but if I have to, I will, and I did. So, it kind of held me back. But basically, there were some things that I was working on myself so that I could be fully considered for the position.
Exactly.
Being as I was being watched and being considered for the position, there were certain things that I couldn't do. And a house member tried me, like, real fiercely. And one of the things that I was always taught was that nobody would ever disrespect a female figure in the house or outside the house. And I was disrespected. And I didn't handle it the way I normally would have, which was to just go smack and beat the shit out of that person. I stepped completely out of my element, and I went to the other leaders and I was like, look, this is what's going on. Y'all need to check this bitch. Woo-woo. And I don't do that. So for me to do that was big. And they attempted to address the issue, but it just didn't change. Nothing changed, and it was just like I felt like it was a house issue just because the person that was trying me was talking about the house and the Marlon scene, and it was all intertwined. And I was just like, nothing is being done to her, like no type of repercussions or nothing like that. This made me feel this type of way, like, I was loyal to the house, and I expected for somebody to step up and be like, this is just trying Dallas is representing our house for this many years, and she's done this and she's done that, but nobody did that. For some reason I couldn't get over that. Like I'm over it now, but back then I couldn't get over it. And I just felt like it was just time for me to go. But I still love the house. That's still my family. It was just my time to go, and I felt a type of. At that point, I felt a type of way about the situation, and I talked to the leaders, and it just didn't work out. And even that individual came to me afterwards. It was like, I apologize. I was wrong. She made a Facebook page. Somebody made a Facebook page as me as my Butch Queen name, and I guess trying to read me and trying to come for me as a Butch Queen, hoping that the trade would clock me and there would be some teas. But whole time,
are you serious?
Whole time the trade already noticed. The trade is the ones that trade pumped me to tea about the page.
Wow.
So she thought she was working me the whole time she wasn't.
Who
and
I was
told that it was her.
Can with the she or no?
We don't even need to get into it. She knows who she is, and everybody else already knows who she is. And if you don't know, it ain't for you, it ain't your business. But just know that it happened. And from that, I felt a type of way about it. I was given a lot of advice of how to deal with it, but I dealt with it the way I wanted to.
Exactly.
And that was it. I just felt like it was time for me to go. But I talked to Face had contacted me. He actually wanted me to be godmother Ebony for DC, and I was gonna work with Shawnee. Shout out to Shawnee's Ebony.
Shout out to Shawnee. I just seen her at the straight club actually.
Yeah, she always looked fab.
She looked fab.
I was gonna work with her and build the chapter, Ebony chapter. We were just gonna turn it out, but it didn't work out. I don't even remember what happened. I couldn't even tell you honestly. It wasn't like no shade or nothing, but when Face left, I was really like, I was looking at Face like, Face, what's really going on with the house? Like, what is it that you're not telling me? Because you're trying to get me to come to the house, but you're not telling me what that issue is. I left it alone for a whole year. I paid it. And I was like, I'm just going to do me. I'm going to take a break. Be a 007. I walked a couple balls. I went to North Carolina for the 1,000 for dreads.
And what balls do you, not balls. What's your category to those who don't know?
My original category is runway. And see, a lot of people know me for that, but I've been away from the scene for so long. It's like, and I walk realness. I walked sex siren before, and performance would be my new category.
Oh,
yeah.
So, do you have a performance like anybody else? Do you have an original type of thing, or like do you consider yourself which your performance give? Is it Dejanay Allure, Tamaya, Naomi, Roxy, Skittles? Skittles are her on those days.
I'm not sure.
I'm not even sure, but what do your performance give, mother? Sexy, vogue, dramatic, soft, and what is giving?
It's very soft and sexy. I'm bringing sexy back. So
shout out to Asia Balenciaga. That's another
Shout out
sexy
to-
film queen.
yes,
Just
shout out to
voted.
Asia. I love you. I was just telling Vicky that I love you, Asia. So shout out to Asia.
Yes.
Her performance is like the epitome of soft and kind.
I think so too.
To me,
Right.
so yeah.
That's what's up. Now, mother, what do you want to bring back? Like, what do you want to do for the House of Herrera? That's not like what is your whole goal for this house right now?
I want the house in DC to be, first of all, I know people read the house. They don't know a lot about the house. To say that it's fab or it's not. But it's going to be whatever we make. I want it to be very exclusive and very strong, like not in numbers. I'm more into quality versus quantity.
Okay.
So I don't need a whole bunch of people. I just need like maybe 10 people. I'm not even going to say 10 people. I'm going to be open to whoever has talent.
Right.
But, you know, I just want it to be exclusive and I want the house to be family oriented.
Right.
And I want us to go out and support other houses and I want us to support each other.
Right.
And just be there. And I want to be a mother figure to them. When I find a father, you know, he'll be the father figure. And
Do you have any? Oh, go ahead. Finish.
Do I have any what?
Do you have any fathers in mind, mother, right now? Like anybody that you're looking at or wanting to be to team up with you? Who can stand next to you?
I can't think of nobody right now that could stand next to me. I'm not trying to pull anyone from their house, but anyone that shows interest, I would definitely consider them.
Mm.
But I'm not just gonna take anybody. I've been getting a lot of messages, real foolish shit like, "We want to be in the house." Fuck no, I'm not taking anything.
Exactly.
It's not going down. It's gonna be classy. It's gonna be exclusive, and that's how it's gonna be.
That's another thing I want to say. A lot of people say, I hate when it goes say, "Oh, it's fab in this day, or it's fab in this day, not fab in this day." How do you feel about the house in general? Shout out to Herrera though.
Shout out to House of Herrera. I'm just starting to learn about the house. Shout out to Marco. I think that the house is the West Coast. There is no East Coast as far as I'm concerned, other than New York. No shade to New York, but shout out to New York chapter.
Shout out to New York.
Everybody, the Herreras are on the come up.
Right.
So it's like we are building our name, our brand. So we just have to do whatever we can do to make it for people to see us. And for the new people or for the people that are other houses that want to come over, if they come over and display their talent, it won't be a question.
Exactly.
So that's what it'll be.
I know that's right, mother. We're gonna come back with more with Mother Herrera DC.